This is Category 4, and this is a review of Shaman King Flowers, Chapter 15. It finally gets to the end of the battle at the graveyard. We've learned so much more about the series and what it's going to be about and the main plot of it from just this one chapter. 39 pages. It came out. Well, I read it technically last night, but it was past midnight when I read it, so I didn't do a review then, so I'm doing it now. Anyway, we find out a lot. We get the end of the fight. We get to see Gakko, the guy that fought Hana, out of his Oni form, and Nanakage next to him, and shows its true form, which it shows it's actually this small girl character, small girl spirit called Nanaha. Let me just check here. Nanaha, which she likes to be called Nanahage in that other form when she fights. That way they see a powerful opponent and don't think she's weak just because of her form. Because she likes to have like a respectable fight where he prefers it for her to be in the girl form. That way they don't expect a big fight or a tough opponent. Alright, so from what we've seen of this, it looks like he's going to be the new, well, I only know his English name, Trey character, the guy who uses the snowboard and Corey as his spirit. Looks like he looks kind of like that new character. He's going to be that character in this series. We finally get to find out what the FOM means, Flower of Maize, which is what it's called, like the main plot of this. So I'll take it from the first to the last page kind of thing. Alright. So the fight stopped. We see Nanaha in her true form. Hana wakes up, sees them like bickering, but he thinks they're flirting. He jumps up, he turns back into his Oni form straight away, attacks them. Anafree or Illumi shows up, shoots him in the side of the head, turning him back to his normal self, and then uses another Oversoul as a glove and then punches him to the ground. So we get to see how strong Hana is, that he can take an Oversoul to the bare face without using his own. And the Gakko's surprised, saying how it took him so long to defeat Hana, and Illumi is just saying how she's using a special bullet made to defeat Onis, and how what he did was actually pretty incredible and pretty good, and why he's representing their team, which I'll come up to in a minute. Next we get all the characters coming in, showing themselves, and we get to see Illumi explain a few more things. Nanaha respects Illumi a lot. I'm not sure why. Maybe because she's part of Silver's tribe and stuff like that. Anyway, she gets to explaining about. She's telling Hana that he shouldn't be using the Onis, that it's for a life or death situation, not for his right to control, telling him he shouldn't do it. So I've got a feeling he might use it more in the future, go out of control and do some bad stuff is probably going to happen. Now we get over to her explaining everything. She's got all the people together saying how this is their team. Yohane's shown up, he's seen Hana on the floor. And then she explains that this is their team for the Flower of Maize, which means, I think it's a giant, giant corn plant. She doesn't understand why it's called the Flower of Maize. But it turns out there's something called the G8, or God 8, which is the last 8 kings from the Shaman King tournaments. And apparently, if 3 of them don't agree with how the recent king has been doing things, they will intervene, and the new king has to have a team of shamans representing him to fight against these gods. I don't know if it's only 3 gods, can't remember, or it's all of them, or whatever. And we see from this that one of the old gods, so the person that who took control of, let me just try and find the name, Luca, Yohane's sister, was actually one of the G8 who also took a Midamaru and the other spirit, I can't remember his name, and saying that one of them was the one controlling her and doing all this terrible stuff. So we've got all the plots set out. There's a team of them, and they're representing Hale or Zeke. I haven't read all of the Shaman King manga to know why or what's been going on in that. I've been getting this volume slowly. I'm only up to volume 4 at the moment, but we'll be getting more Shaman King volumes and catching up to this. Alright, so we know that we got the team set out and everything, and it even reflects back to Illumi looking at a memory that shows her and Hana when they were younger, and Hana protecting her from well, it looks like a spirit. We can only see a silhouette shadow of it over them when they were young, with Hannah holding the antiquity. So they've met when they were young, but I'm not sure if Hannah actually remembers it or not. So there's that. So at the moment we've got the team sorted, the plot sorted, everything's ready for what's going to happen. We know what's going to be taking place. All we got to hope, wonder about is Hannah and Johan going to get their ghosts back or not, and what kind of things is going to happen. Now that Hannah's tried fighting without me tomorrow, he's realised he's not that strong. Hopefully he'll do better, because I'm a bit on his character at the moment. I don't mind him, but I'm not liking him 100% at the moment. So hopefully we'll get to see a lot more stuff come up in this series, because I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, so I think that's all for now. We found out the plot, we've got everything all sorted. Just go away for that next chapter to see what takes place. And one more thing, we actually got to see a new character show up at the end of it on a flight. We only get to see the shadow of the character. But what I'm guessing is, it's Len. I'm saying the dub name Len, the guy who used Basson and the Giant's spear. I'm not sure. I think his Japanese name was Ren. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm guessing that might be his child that's showing up now, and it's going to be part of the team. So yeah. And I'm thinking that the new guy looks a lot like Ryu, or yeah, Ryuji. I'm guessing he's going to be part of the team, and maybe he gets his own ghost, or maybe Tokagero as well. And he feels his part as the new Ryu in this series. So I can't wait to see what happens next. This is Casual4 saying thank you, like, comment, subscribe, ask me any questions, and goodbye.